All right, so sorry about that. Was having some type of glitch, but let's do it one more time. Let's jump back into it. Sorry about the issues, y'all. All right, there you go. All right, now we about to jump into it. All right, Liam, I see you. Whenever you're ready, let's do it. Once again, appreciate everybody jumping in. I see y'all. Sorry for the mishap on the first one, but we got it. You know, it takes a minute.
Hey man, I don't know what happened that time, man. I was trying to get through.
I hear you, but I don't see you.
See,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I can hear you nice and clear, but I just can't. I can't see you. It hasn't connected on your end as far as the visual.
What you want to do? You want me to disconnect and do it again?
Try to do it again.
All right.
Well,
Somebody just
somebody
said they
said they
see.
see both of us, but I don't know
Right,
why.
right.
Yeah.
I can redo it again, man, and we can. I can redo it again. I'm gonna disconnect and then we'll do it all over again.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about y'all. I see. I see everybody comments like I see y'all. Yeah, but some reason I can see myself, but I can't see him, and I don't know why it's coming up like that. There you go.
All right. What's going on, man?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Man, and really enjoying life and enjoying being a barber, man.
Hey,
You
that's
know.
that's what it's all about. That's the world I'm in. You know, I got a chance to talk to you during the pandemic, and we were both trying to figure out like our new transition into this barber industry. You've been doing it for a while, so the information that you were sharing with me was very informational and knowledgeable. And like I said, I appreciate that. And for a lot of you guys that's jumping on, my boy Leon is amazing. Amazing barber, very information, detailed, has a lot going on in this area. And what I want to do, because me and you sat down before and shared a lot, but I want you to reintroduce yourself, tell everybody where you're from, talk about your journey, talk about just give a little snippet, and then we'll dig into it a little bit further on everything you got going on right now.
All right. Well, I'm
Oh
Leon
wait,
the barber. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody asked, "What's your at, Leon?" If you can see in the comment, they want to know your page so they can follow you.
Oh, Leon the barber 3.
All right. If you could type it in there and put it,
All right, I do that.
yeah. And that was from the barber class. So There you go. All right, jump back into it, Leon.
All right. I'm Leon the barber. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland, and right now I'm out here in Odenton. I'm in Odenton at a shop called V Cuts. I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I just love it. So, what all do you want me to recap? Like like the whole journey, or
No, no, no. I mean, for people that don't know of you, they probably would love to hear that. So, yeah, just go into it. Let's dig back into it.
all right. I started cutting hair when I was 12. Um, raised by a single mother, didn't have no money for cuts, and I found some clippers around the house and started messing around with that. I had a He was like a mentor. I had a mentor, the guy that he was older than me, but I would go to his house and he would cut my hair and stuff like that when I had hair. And he really was a mentor, man. That's the really the first person I seen in barbering that was getting money. He was getting money in his bedroom, living with his moms. He
Okay.
had a little shop, but I got influenced more by the streets. They was getting more money on the street, so I ended up going that route. And you already know how that ended up.
Yeah.
I went to prison. I ended up getting 10 years, no parole. After I served my time, I, I decided to go to barber school. So I went to barber school and I continued on talking to the brother named Angelo. He owned Afrolistics here in Glen Burnie. I kept talking to him while I was going to school, and um, I realized that the brother was trying to steer me the right way, but I decided to go left.
Correct.
I went to barber school. When I completed barber school. Um, I was introduced to this guy. He had a Christian barber shop named Rob. He had a shop called Rob's Barbershop. I went there. That's located in Fort Meade, right across from it's right across from the military base, Fort
Okay.
Meade,
Okay.
Maryland. So I'm trying to think. Okay, after that, I worked with him for a few years, and what I'm saying, I was still trying to learn different things because all of the barbers around me were, we were peers pretty much. It was a couple older guys, but
Mhm.
back then it wasn't a lot. It wasn't no social media. It's not like how it is now. Like now, how it is now. You and I talked about this before. Like barbers now, I believe we all have it made now because we have all of these platforms. We have platforms to advertise and such. Back then, it was just cars, and you just had to sit and wait. Now you can just put a reel up
Yeah.
and sit back. Pretty much, you can do everything online. You know what I'm saying? And like right now, I'm 50 years old, but I have learned so much from people. I'm like you. I'm willing to talk to learn to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because I can, you can take that information. Like I take information that you share with me, and I use it in my own, business. And you probably do the same thing from different folks. Because I see you have all different kinds of people on here, man, that's doing amazing things in
And you
barbering, man.
and you definitely one of them. Like
Man,
I wanted to share. Um, what I like to share as much as possible is that you're gonna learn from everybody. Everybody has something to carry and move forward in this area of business. And no matter how old, how young they are, it's somebody that is able to, take something from somebody to create something so much more. And for our first discussion, you really instilled in me of how to have strong leadership in myself, and also to see myself in so much of a higher direction, even though that I was telling you that I'm just new in this industry. I'm, still find my way. You also gave me a lot of encouragement and a lot of ambition to keep doing what I'm doing with this platform. So I also want, like I said, me doing this is like giving people their flowers and their opportunity for others that don't know certain things about this industry or feel like this industry is so much of a gatekeeper. It really isn't, because for someone like myself coming in new, I got to channel so much out of this with so much people like yourself, with your growth, with your experience, and the other people that you're watching now. And they've been in the game for 20 to so much more years than I have, because I'm just now hitting my year mark as a seasoned licensed barber. So it definitely gave me the opportunity to create this platform for you guys to really speak and share. Um, I know, like you said, we are in a different age of social media and podcasts and all these different areas that we're really trying to capitalize on. But I feel like we have to do it in a content or in a way that it's beneficial for everyone, and we all can eat. Because you sitting on here and speaking with me is opening up so much doors for you as well, because somebody's going to see you, and from just this platform alone, however I share it, they're going to reach out to you like somebody just did and say, hey, I want to know you know your page so I can follow you. And you never know where that's going to go for you, maybe sitting on a panel speaking in front of other people, maybe traveling to different schools or however. So I feel like this is what it's about, to open up more doors and open up more knowledge for everybody. And that's why I
Right.
say talk your barbershop. It's not just on here to belittle or make this industry feel like it's not growing, because it is growing. And that's why I say talk your barbershop, because we want to keep talking this industry further and further as we can, as possible as we can. So I know, like I said, we have our little off the talk where, we text each other, or we call each other and see how we, each other are doing. But yeah, let me know where you at now. Like, how is the new transition from, the old barbershop to the new barbershop? And, tell me more about what you like about it, and what is it giving you more of now that you're in this new position.
I'm a, um I'm gonna start off with the transition, man. The shop that I left, um, it's nothing against the shop. Like sometimes you outgrow a shop, and no disrespect to anyone at the shop, but I just felt that I outgrew the shop. Like, I don't even know if I told you this before, but um I left where my previous shop with nowhere to go. I wanted to be gone so quick. I went and got a motel room.
Mm.
It wasn't even a nice one either. I took my barber chair, I took all of my equipment, and I went in there. I went into a Motel 6 or 8, or I think it's a Motel 6.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
got Motel 6s out there?
Yeah, yeah, we do.
All right. I checked in there, and the reason why the main reason why I left my old shop is because I just wanted to create without disturbance.
Hmm.
Um, I went in that spot. I went in that hotel room, set up my shop, my little area, man, and I was getting money in there. Like, it's really about you. It's about you as an individual, because um some folks think just because a shop is a certain way, it's all about the barber. The barber, your clients come to that shop wherever you at for you and your services. Um, I didn't want to be there, but I had to do what I had to do. I was real comfortable where I was at before, and I had to shake that. Even though I really could have stayed a little bit longer, but man, being comfortable, I think, in my in this coming from what I feel,
Hmm.
being comfortable can kill your growth. Being comfortable can kill the bag, the size of the bag. Um, I went there for a few. I went there for a few weeks. Um, I already had my plan together to go do this business venture with a good friend of mine. You know how you were saying that you never know where something can lead at. I met a gentleman um, when I first started barbering at that shop that I told you about, the Christian barber shop. I met a gentleman. He was in the military. He actually served 27 years in the military, Sergeant Major, and he always wanted to open up a shop. And he always stressed this to me. And I got some information about a spot that was about to come available, and that's what we were waiting on for him to build out the shop or whatever. That's why I was in the Motel 6 for those 2 weeks.
Okay.
When you make moves, man, sometimes you got to make moves without even telling nobody nothing. Like I still haven't talked to people where I was at, because not because I feel that not because I feel like I'm better than anybody else. I just feel like when you share your moves, when you share your vision, when you share your plan with people, with people in general, it takes from what you have going on. I think it's more strong, just showing what you're gonna do. So I went over to this spot, and the class of people are different over there. Like my target is more upper class. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to be at. Nothing against anything else. I started where I started at, but I want to work smarter, not harder. And I can't get to where I need to be at doing no $20 cuts. I need to be doing, them 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has to go up. Um, that's why I went there, and everything has to match too. The ambiance has to match. Um, it has to be suitable for me and my clients, and where I'm at now, it matches. It's suitable for everyone. You know what I'm saying? I cut all walks of life. Doctors, nurses, everybody is important. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people talk about, celebrities and stuff like that, but I feel like all of the people that sit in my chair is a celebrity to me. You
I
know what I'm
like that.
saying?
Yeah.
I do. You know what I'm saying? Like it just really has been a blessing. In this day and age, this is the most amount of money I've ever made my whole entire career. Um, I've been doing this for over 25 years cutting hair. But it's not
Blessing.
what you do, it's how you do it
Yeah.
and who you target.
Correct.
And how powerful your team is. Like part of my team, he just came on. Part of my team consists of, videographers, cameramen, graphic design artists. Um, that's they help you get your vision. They help you create your vision that the public can see. Like, me and you talked before about, like, the reels or the commercials, the content that I put out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put content out to make anybody happy. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try not to. I remember last time we was on here, I was cursing a lot. I'm trying not to curse,
Yeah.
because you should be able to govern your mouth. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Because if it's going to offend anyone, a potential client or a client, I'm going to watch what I say. Now, if we outside of the shop and something else is going on, I may give you the real. But
Yeah.
while I'm at work, I'm gonna try to keep it professional all the time, and that's how it should be, because that messes your money up. You
Exactly.
feel me?
Exactly.
Um, we're creators. I love creating. I love putting new content out, and it really at first, man, I was doing all of this stuff, trying to find my niche, kind of.
Yeah.
Like you. I know you trying to find your niche and you don't understand, or you might not understand why things is moving the way they move, but they moving right on time.
Yeah, they are.
They're
They are.
moving.
Yeah.
It's moving right on time
Yeah.
because you might not be ready for everything right then and there. You
Yeah.
got to get ready. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, I tried now. I try to stay ready. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay ready with certain things. I have so many clients come. I open my mouth up and I ask. I talk to everyone. I ask, you know, how did you end up in my chair today?
Yeah.
Everybody I ask that,
Yeah.
and majority of the people say from the content that I put out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to focus on you. I have a coworker. Um, he's a bright guy like you, a young dude. He might
Mm-hmm.
be. I think he probably younger than you for real. How old are you again?
Oh, I'm 40.
He's way younger than you.
Okay.
He's probably like 20, 25,
Okay.
26.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to him all the time, and I don't beat him up with things. Um, he sees a lot of um, he sees a lot of what I do
Mm-hmm.
because he's there. When he's there, he watches a lot of things that I do, and he sees the reward.
Mm-hmm.
You have to invest back into yourself all the time.
Correct.
The shop owner may be cool. Everybody may be cool, but you can't lose focus of you, no matter where you at. You know what I'm saying, G? No matter where you at, focus on your marketing strategy. Focus on your 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 advertisement, because God forbid that you're not at that shop no more. Or like the dude could where I'm at now, he could be like, I don't want you here no more, or whatever.
Hey,
No matter where I go at,
they,
I'm
yeah.
gonna take my brand and my advertisement
Mm-hmm.
with me.
Yeah.
Like before I would I'm talking about like marketing and advertising.
Mm-hmm.
When you advertise for yourself, well, when I advertise for myself, I used to do a lot of, putting the shop out there. That's cool to do it here and there, but I want to be able to use that same content when I go elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because why would I move over here and the last barbershop stuff is all over everything? How am I going to use that? You're going to confuse people. So
Yeah.
what I mean is, when you post, when you snap a picture of a subject, a person, make sure you have I got custom capes with Leon the Barber on it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm skipping to something else real quick. It still has something to do with it.
No, no,
Like,
no.
say
Yeah.
where I'm at now, he has the custom capes of V Cuts,
Mm-hmm.
V Cuts Barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Before you snap that picture, if you have your own cape, put that cape over that cape and take that picture with your stuff on it.
Yeah.
You could still take one with, I still take one with his stuff on it,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely gonna take something with my stuff on it.
Uh-huh.
You have to,
Yeah.
because in the event that something go on, I can always delete that picture of that last shop I was at and leave the advertising on Leon the Barber. I can't stop doing it. I can't stop doing it. Like, why wouldn't you put 150% into you? When you put 150%, you're gonna get more. I'm not even gonna be able to put as much into somebody else's stuff. It has to be me. Like I've talked to barbers, co-workers,
Mm-hmm.
and they say, man, I I give them, like, if a person asks me something, If they ask me my opinion on something or what should I do or whatever the case may be, um, what I do, I tell them. I tell them and I explain. I share with them why I do certain things because like another person like I talked to the brother at the shop I'm at now.
Okay.
He said oh man I don't want to do that. I don't have the owner thinking a certain thing. And I'm like, dog, you went to school by yourself. Before you came to this shop, you were by yourself. You're always by yourself. Because you know what I'm saying, people see your face first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But um
No, you're preaching, boy.
I man,
The
G,
feed is going. The feed is going crazy. People are like really feeling what you say because you being right on point with a lot of things. At the end of the day, it's a business. You got to do what you got to do within the guidelines of the barbershop. I get that, but at the end of the day, you are the one that's championing yourself to build your revenue, yourself, your brand. So everything that you're saying is not wrong. If you're working at a shop, yeah, it's certain things you like you said, you got to follow certain guidelines. They might want their capes over their chair, or they might assist that you use the cape. When because they want to build their pense or their look of the barbershop to keep it a certain elegance of what the owner is feeling. But yeah, when you take your photos or when you marketing your website or your flyers or your business card, there's nothing wrong with, like you said, taking your individual pictures as well. At the end of the day, you're helping me to establish myself by me renting out a chair from you. But at the end of the day, without me doing the necessary work for me to keep pushing myself forward, I I won't be able to pay you or give you the money that you're looking for me to stay in this environment or in this shop. And yeah, it could be a tug of war. I get that, depending on how you see yourself or how they see themselves within the shop. But if we plan to both eat, then we both need to have a common ground and we need to learn how to work with each other, not you just feeling like I'm working for you. But yeah.
partnership. Because like if if you're not making the money, if you're not making them like I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't give a damn if you. I don't give it like say I work. Say you have your own shop, G,
Yeah.
and I work there. I don't give a damn if you advertise for me or not because I'm going to do it anyway because I know the type of money that I want to make. And
Hmm.
when I leave, most likely the people that I have going to leave. Like you have to get information. People look at me when I speak or when I move, how I move. They look at me like I'm like I'm Nat Turner or some type stuff, man. Like I'm rebellious, but
Yeah.
maybe I am rebellious. I
Yeah.
am rebellious. I'm gonna do what I do. I don't care really what you think. I mean, I'm like I'm not gonna disrespect anyone who shop you in. If I'm in your shop, I'm not gonna disrespect anything. But what I
Correct.
do have a problem I have a problem with if you have a problem with me branding myself and marketing myself, I'm gonna have to leave. I talk to I meet and talk to a lot of folks, and I met this young man. He was a barber. He's a barber now, and the shop was cool, but he was talking to me on how confused he was. He was confused with the whole situation. The whole situation was this young man was promoting himself. He was getting money,
Hmm.
promoting himself,
Hmm.
um, booked up all the time, doing his own thing within the shop. He wasn't disrespectful. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was a good guy all the way around.
Hmm.
Professional. He was a professional. Why would anyone have a problem with you marketing and branding yourself underneath their shop umbrella. I don't understand. As long as you paying your booth rent, you're not messing up anything. I don't understand it. But if someone has a problem, if like the owner has a problem with me advertising, or my coworkers have a problem with me advertising, if I'm paying for it, it should not be any problem. It should not be anyone telling you, "Hey, man, um, I see your logo on this, but you should be putting the logo of the shop on it." Why? Why do I got to do that? I'm putting my logo, and I talk about this all the
You
time
know
with
what's
you,
funny?
man.
You know what's funny? Because it could be like a devil's advocate. Because you have this saying that some ownerships, or especially like barbers that's coming in that don't have a strong clientele, or really as like yourself, a good marketing stream, and or marketing asset to like really get them out there. The owner will tell them that the shop is more out there than you are. So why market yourself when you can just market the shop and people know of the shop? So they'll come to the shop and then you can build yourself up like that. You understand what I'm saying? So is that a
But
good thing to say? Tell someone that, oh, don't worry about building your brand. Don't worry about building who you think you are, because it's not there yet. Focus on the shop. Let the shop draw whatever clientele or whoever they're coming for the shop. They're not coming for you, and then you can build yourself up that way.
do you see the look on my face? You know why I say this? Um, a lot of times I have two ears and one mouth, so I listen more than I talk. What I realize with that is, I think it's like reverse psychology. I think whoever said that, I think that they said that because they want you. A lot of Let me be honest, man. A lot of times, some of these owners, what they do is they'll use you. They'll use somebody like you, somebody like me. They'll use barbers that work in their establishment to boost up their shop. That's all they want. They want you to, of course, to always market, talk about the shop, talk about the shop, talk about the shop. Why? I mean, I'm not saying you pooping on the shop. What I'm saying is you have your own license. You have your own license with your name on it. The shop that you work in is not on your license, right? You have to promote yourself all the time, because no matter where you go at, you're your own business. I got you. I'm gonna get to that. I see my man say talent over business.
Yeah, he said it twice already.
That ain't the case.
Yeah.
That ain't the case. It's all about what you into. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, I think if you don't know, if you don't know business, if you don't know the business that you're in, regardless if you got talent or not, you just stuck. I remember I was working with some cats. They were some young dudes. They was bad, Puerto Rican dudes, and they can do all these designs and all this type of stuff. And it was the work was beautiful. But what wasn't beautiful is the time that they took for that one person. What wasn't beautiful is the amount they charged for that one person that been in the chair for 2 hours.
Mhm. No, you're
If
preaching.
you can't, if you can't, if you can't do this, you can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it don't add up, I'm not doing it.
Hmm.
It doesn't make sense to do it. You can do all of that. You can do all of that stuff, but if you don't have your business right, if you don't know how to conduct business, it ain't gonna make sense. You're gonna be at the end of the day, With your talent, you're gonna be at the end of the day counting your money, and you're gonna be flipping it over and counting it again like Chris Rock and fucking. I try to watch my mouth. And Friday, remember Big Worm? He turned the money over and people was counting it. Like, why didn't I get? Why only? Because you may have only cut 3 people. You've been, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, man. You gotta work smarter, not harder.
Mm-hmm.
Smarter is, all right, I'm gonna hopefully it only take you 30 minutes each client. You can't spend all day on somebody. I'm not saying to rush through them. Don't be done as soon as they sit down.
Correct.
And a lot of times what we do, what I've done before, you got to go up with inflation.
Mm-hmm.
We wasn't going up with inflation. You can't be worried about losing somebody because you're going up. I'm not saying you're gonna go up every week. Business. I would say business.
Yeah.
I really would say business because, you know, talent without the business side, you're gonna be up that creek without a paddle. You can have time. You can look at whatever. You can look at anybody out here. Rick Ross, whoever. You can think about whoever. You can have talent, but if you don't have a business mind to do certain things, you stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
You stuck all day. I used to wonder, like, I remember a time where I would be calculating stuff, and I'm like, man, it just don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all this stuff. It might not add up because your price is not right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may be shorting yourself. A lot of times we short ourselves because we want to keep certain people. But on the flip side of that, the same person that you shorten yourself for providing the service, if you went on their job, they're gonna charge you the whole thing, whatever it is. They're gonna charge you the whole thing. So I'm not saying overcharge people. Recognize your worth. Charge that.
I
You
look at.
gotta go
I
ahead. I'm listening.
apologize. I don't mean to cut you off,
Nah,
but
you cool.
sticking to the conversation that we have right now, I feel like you're speaking on when you move up in your price, or when you're adding on. Do you look at it as far as what you add on to your service, or do you just look at it like, I'm not saying that the razor, the enhancement, and all that. I'm just giving you my full cost, and when I service you within the service, I ask you what you want in that, but it's still the accurate price. It's still gonna be 60, even if you cancel out some of the service that I put in to get up to my price point. Do you do
Oh,
it
I
like?
see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I charge. I charge for what I do.
Okay.
It has to be like that. If you go anywhere else, if you go to Ruth's Chris, I ain't even gonna say Ruth's Chris. If you go to McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
and you get I don't eat at McDonald's, but if you go to McDonald's and get a double cheeseburger meal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that come with it. The drink, the fry, and the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to give you nothing. If you go to McDonald's and you want the whole meal and you just get the double cheeseburger, they're not going to give you, just because you pull up, they're not going to give you the fries and the drink. You got to pay for it. So why would you expect me to do all of this stuff? And you know what I'm saying? I think it's universal when folks do this, because I cut people from all over that been, you know, I've been different places. But you always have some folks that be like, they get in the cut, just shake me up. Can you do that? You almost done. Can you do this? Do you mind just going, just moving everything down? Just
Mm-hmm.
the loose ends. Brother, if I'm going over your whole head, that's a whole cut. Brother,
Correct.
if I'm doing your beard, I'm going to charge you for that.
Correct.
The nickel or dime effect. Don't do that. I mean, I'm not telling nobody what not to do. Me personally, I'm not doing it because if I provide a service, I'm going to charge for it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I come into the shop 5 a.m., you're not gonna just slide me what you feel I'm worth. In order for me to get you at that time, we both gotta be uncomfortable because you're gonna be uncomfortable with this price. But if you want that cut at 5 in the morning, or even even if I even if it's before or after hours, I charge more before and after hours.
Exactly.
On top of it's a price for that on top of the haircut.
Exactly.
If you don't show up, you can tell me that you're sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to charge you a fee if you want to rebook with me. If you want to rebook with me, you're gonna have to smack this dub or whatever on top of the haircut that you're getting. It
Correct.
has to be that way because time, my time is worth something. All of us, that's one thing that all of us can't get back is time. The
Yeah.
time you waiting on somebody, and I never understood that. I never understood that. I never understood like you're gonna turn down a client that's in front of you, waiting for somebody that's coming. You might wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes for somebody who's coming. If they giving me double, I wait for them. But
Mhm.
if they still want to slide you the same thing that they slide you, I don't know what the prices is out there or whatever case may be. But if they're gonna hold up two slots just to pay you one time, that's a problem. I don't believe that that makes sense to me. I'm not doing it. And sometimes all of us we have to. You're gonna have to stick to your guns because people will come and try to connive and do different things. Man, get what you worth, man. I'm all for a person getting what they worth. I had a barber. I just, he's an older guy, and he asked me to. He had finally got a website, his own website, and I went
Yeah.
on the website, and the first thing I noticed, his prices was like in the 80s.
Mhm.
I cannot believe that you're doing all of this stuff for this little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? If you're providing all these services and hot towels and lather machines and the razor and all of these extra things that you're doing, but you only charging $20, that doesn't make sense to me. Razors cost money. Like I don't have to use a razor on you after I shape you up.
Exactly.
That's extra.
Hmm.
I don't have to put a hot towel on you either. That's extra.
Hmm.
All of this stuff is incorporated in my price. If you know what I'm saying, if I talk to you and you sit in my chair and we already had a conversation about having a clean canvas, and you come back and it's not clean, I'm gonna have to it's, two things gonna happen. I'm either gonna have to charge you or you're gonna have to rebook because
Correct.
I don't have the time to. All you can do is just shampoo me. That's you right, but I don't have enough time to do that.
Hmm.
You only got in this block of time. You're only scheduled to do this to get this service, not this and the shampoo. That's on you.
That's, I
That,
mean, 100 information that's being shared right now. And what I love about, like I said, having these conversations, um, you're giving out more detailed information to a lot of people. Because I do this for students like myself. When I first got out of school, you learn what you need to learn from the book aspect, as far as like just passing the state board or doing the practical, which think times have changed now. I don't know if they do that out in Maryland now. Have they changed the state board where the hours have shifted and then like for the state board, or they don't even have to take like the practical anymore. They just take the physical written exam. I don't know if you know anything about that out there in your location, but
I can't even speak on that. I don't even know.
yeah, so I know it's changed out here for that. So, like I said, I know it's seemed like a lot of these students now are being rushed and being pushed out with not a lot of more detailed information. And I feel like, at the end of the day, you learn more honestly once you're in the field. You're always going to be more efficient, more knowledgeable once you get in the field. But I try to have these conversations with, like yourself, with people like you and other candidates that really share, you know, it's good to have social media. It's good to have YouTube and see all these videos, but what else are they sharing, and what else are they giving out besides just a cut and showing you how to spray or how to line? Are they giving you detailed information of how to find naturally help you grow? Like what you're sharing, if you're doing all this, are you getting what you're worth? Are you timing yourself where you need to be in a time frame to get your client in and get your client out, so you can have that next client in your chair, so you can see the revenue, so you can see the growth, so you can start building your clientele, so you can start building your business and see your business flourish away and be something more than you ever thought it could be. So it's always a pleasure to have like yourself, you on here that speak in that form and giving out that information. And I know sometimes, we can look at the number when we're on here and, see maybe 4 people join or 2 people join or 3 people join, or the people that's on, like, one of the viewers right now was hashtagging other people to tune in and watch. And what I noticed, like after I post this, it goes up. It goes up from 25 to 45 to 100 to 300 viewers that sit down and
Hmm.
watch this. And then when I ask, talk your barber shit. Is it something that you want me to continue doing? Is it knowledgeable? Is it helpful? And then I hear people reach out and go, I love your platform. I love the guests that you have on there. I love when Leon said this. I love when Leon said that. I took something out of that I put in myself to help my business grow, and I could see myself doing much better than I was doing a month ago. Um, Let's talk about more of like your marketing strategy. If you want to elaborate a little bit more on that. Like, I love your page. I love how you distribute your cuts, how you line up, your marketing. Like, elaborate more on like how did you feel? How did you come to a point where you felt like so comfortable with how you're putting your presentation together, and what does it really mean to have a great presentation in the barber industry to really catch the eye of the beholder, to get them in your chair, and also to knowing that social media is a fast pace. Like, I see you, but then I don't see you because everybody's like scrolling through. But I feel like when people come to your page, it makes them kind of like want to sit for a while. They're like, I love that. I love this transition. Oh, I love the way he angled this. Like, how did that come into effect?
Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta do shit. What I mean by that is like, I didn't have, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I had to do something. I I'm gonna be name dropping a little bit, but um, it was a guy. It was another guy that another gentleman that um I helped out when he was early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now he's doing a lot of amazing things, man. He's doing a lot of amazing things. I reached out to him one day, and this was years ago. I reached out to him one day, and me and him was just talking like how you and I talk, and he had shared with me like, man, I'm booked up all the time,
Mm-hmm.
just from off of IG.
Yeah.
I'm an old head, so I'm like, I wasn't even on IG or none of that stuff. I wasn't on none of this stuff before. I didn't even know how it worked.
Yeah.
So when he told me that, it just put a spark underneath. Icy. I think that's his name, Icy. I think he's out there. I think he's in like PG County, DC or something like that, whatever. But
Okay.
um he he put a spark underneath me, man. And I tried, to do things on my level that I can afford to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no new iPhone or none of that type stuff. I was just hollering at different people. I had found this guy that was he was a videographer as a hobby, and I just was doing stuff. I really was doing whatever he suggested. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just filming things, and I would just film stuff and put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out, and then after a while, when you're doing certain things, just like when you cutting hair, when you cutting hair, you're gonna come up with a system of how you do certain things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come up with a system. I have a system, and I assembled a team of people. These team of people, they're passionate and love what they do. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? You need a graphic design artist. You need a videographer. If you can't do it yourself, you're gonna need a photographer. If you can't do it yourself, because if you're busy, if you say you're busy, you're not gonna have time to do all of that. You're not gonna have time to do all of it yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're busy like that. Once I started doing that, I came up with a formula. Um, I don't just have. I might have. I might. I might book one videographer and two photographers at
Mm-hmm.
the same time. Um, I don't want to do things, and I shared this with you before, but I don't want to do things during a regular work day when some of the people that's in the shop might not want to be filmed, or
Exactly.
that model might not want you to take no pictures of them. I would line up things with people who don't mind, because like some of your clients want to be one of the models in them reels. They
Yeah.
want to do it. They're like, gee, man, when you need another one, man, go ahead and you know what I mean. And that's what happened. I had a list of people, and I would go down that list, who's ever available. I've learned to do it early in the morning, because like if you're in the shop with other people, with other barbers, all of those barbers not going to like they're not going to be cool with you doing what you doing. The average person, when the average people that may be in your shop that's not doing anything, got the most things to say. They got
Correct.
the most criticism.
Correct.
What is this dude doing, man? Who he think he is? I mean, I heard all of it, and because some of the other, like all when you're in the shop, it's supposed to be a team and all this type of stuff. I hear all of that, but
Yeah.
underneath, is it really a team?
Correct.
Do you really have my interest at hand? Do you really care about what I'm doing? And if during my elevation, do you care? Are you applauding when I elevate?
Mm-hmm.
Do you Are you applauding when I reach my the money goals? Probably not. Probably not, man. Like, you gotta put your blinders on and keep doing what you're doing, and you'll create a formula of how you do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get up, like I take off 2 days a week, but and I've been working for years every day, but um, I'll have ideas and I'll pop out my sleep and I'll come out here in this living room and sit in this chair and do my research on different things,
Exactly.
on on a reel I want to do, um, a new service I want to start doing on top of all the other stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The more you learn, the more you earn. And you know, like what you was talking about with with school, you know, going to school and all that, they really just give you the basics. They
Mm-hmm.
give you the basics to get your license.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come out here in the real world, you're gonna what I've learned is you gotta you got to keep learning. You have to keep learning. Like I had a person say, you know, well, what what's the big difference between you providing the service of doing a bald head and this person over here that's doing a bald head with, and he's charging less money. Yeah, but is he using all of the? Is he using the hot towel?
Yeah.
Is he using the pre-shave oil? Is
Yeah.
he using the lather? Is he using this, that, and the third? No, I don't get all of that. That's the problem. If you're not doing all of those things, you know what I'm saying? Of course you can't charge that. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a person get a bald head and their whole head be ashy. Dude, take the cape off. All right, have a good day, sir. That'll be blah, blah, blah. Man, you gotta get them right. I might use two towels on you. I use a lot of different things on, like whatever new whatever new thing is out, I'll try it on myself and I'll incorporate, if I like
it's
it, I'll incorporate into the service I provide.
it's
What you was
funny
getting ready to
that
say?
you speaking on that because I wanted to ask you about all about presentation. How much do you value what for like these barbers? So maybe like you said, you're an older barber. You've been in the industry for a while. Sometimes you can get stuck into a certain format and say, okay, that's that new generation type style. They doing that, but I'm gonna stick to my formula. But sometimes it's all about progressing and moving forward. So it's all about how you change and how you can capitalize on the new wave and make it better for your clientele to be like, oh, I never experienced that before. That's something new. I like that, and that could be something that you can add to your profile or your services or whatever like that. But back to the question at hand, it's like presentation, buying new tools, buying, like you said, new oil and all this other stuff. Like that can be something that you can share with your client and to see. And presentation is everything, but customer service is something as well. So when you can combine both of them together, you're giving something off something that's really spectacular. And I know with you, every time I go to your page or when we talk, you got something new that is I haven't seen any other barber use just yet. So how do you keep on top of that? Like, how do you always be like, oh, something coming out that I know, like I said, for myself, I haven't seen, but I know you already have it. How do you keep yourself aware of like keeping your presentation always at 100%?
Seek and ye shall find.
Yeah.
You gotta research stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people say, man, I didn't know that. Did you look?
Mm-hmm.
It's out there. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Amazon, for example. It never was, Amazon is new to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's new to us. Like when I was shit years ago, there was no Amazon, but you know what I'm saying? Like somebody told me, if you're looking for if you're looking for anything, type it in on Amazon. They
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was looking for I don't you got a lather machine? You
So
use a
like,
hot lather?
yeah, yeah.
All right. Um and this also go with what you was talking about. Like the person that may be, man, I ain't into that, man. That's that new generation shit stuff. Man, if you don't embrace that, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna leave a lot of money on the table.
Correct.
It's a difference between an old head and an OG.
Mm-hmm.
It's a total difference.
It is.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
I'm an OG.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk. I'm going to share with you everything. And I'm not going to put my finger out and be like, nigga, you need to do this. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lay it out for you, and you can do what you want to do with it. If you don't do nothing with it, that's on you.
Yeah.
But while you figuring it out, I'm getting this bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning about X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Anything I invest in myself, and I also invest in whatever make my job easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could just plug up all my wireless clippers with the cord that it came with. I could, or I can go on Crazy Good LLC and get one of those stands that off of one cord you can charge 6.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that presentation.
Yeah.
Do you know how that looked? Did you see my
No,
station?
when you sent me that link, I was like, oh yeah, I'm on this.
Did you order one?
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm not getting paid for none of that stuff. It ain't like they gonna give me a check, but a good idea is a good idea. I don't care if it's coming from you or even somebody I don't like.
Yeah.
If they got a good idea and it makes sense, I may do it too. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna be bitter and be like, man, I ain't come up with that. People are like that. They want to be the one with all the ideas. Kanye West don't come up with all them ideas.
Right.
Diddy don't come up with all those ideas. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Drake don't come up with all them. Whoever you want to name, they don't come up with all them ideas. They just are one of the smart people to say, damn man, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's all I do. And if you don't want to, like in life, if you don't want to further your education on whatever you do, you're gonna be stuck at the level that you at, and you're not gonna go anywhere else. You're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I think I missed the I think you had Rich the Barber on here before.
Yeah. Chuka. Yeah.
Yo, was checking yo out. I love what he doing. I missed the show though,
Yeah.
but I'll be willing to pay attention to a lot of things that man gotta say or what he doing because I see the end result.
Yeah.
That gentleman, I don't remember his name. I think he out there with you, but I can't remember his name, man. I know he was talking about how he been through a lot of stuff, and I think it might have been some drug abuse and stuff like that. And
Okay.
he turned his life around and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I can't remember his name, brown skin dude, but a lot of the stuff that dude was talking about it was nothing but church.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was mad that I tuned in late because
that's what the videos are for, so people
I
can
was
go
mad that
back.
I tuned
Yeah.
in late.
Yeah.
But if you just going off of what you learned in school and you get out in the real world and you think you're gonna go all the way up here on just that, you're gonna have to reach out to somebody. You're gonna have to reach out to somebody that's doing bigger things. If I was close to what's the dude name? I think his last name is it Raw? But I don't know. He's a bodybuilder. He look like a Puerto Rican dude, a bodybuilder, and he cut hair too.
Oh,
He's
okay.
doing his thing. He's
Yeah.
doing his thing. But it's a lot of us doing our things out here. But um, you gonna have to get with somebody that's like a guru of what they master. You know, the guru is someone who takes it a step above. They might be they might have been a standard bar, a regular barber at one time,
Yeah.
but then they're doing that extra. They're
Mm-hmm.
doing that extra. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here that's getting $100 a cut. There's
Yeah.
people out here that's getting more than that. I
Yeah.
seen a dude on Instagram say he get $1,000 a cut. That's I know, but he may be doing it.
Yeah.
I've seen barbers that say they get a 1,000 a day.
Yeah.
It's a guy out here, and I'm gonna send you his link.
Okay.
I think his name Rashid or Rashad or whatever the case may be. But man, he's doing his thing. But he learned that from someone else.
Exactly.
And that dude doing his thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a brother named Mono. He's out in DC.
Oh yeah,
He's
my
taught me.
yeah.
I don't know him, but I'm gonna start going to shows. I want to meet that dude and
Yeah.
talk to that brother, man. If he's willing to talk to me, I want to meet all of them guys. I will want to meet, and I'm going to listen to them.
Yeah.
Because one, they didn't come up with everything by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They learned from other people, like how we doing. It's a network of people. It's a network of people that's out here right now. It's just like us that bounce different ideas off each other and talk. And that's the only way that you're going to grow. You all out by yourself. You ain't figured nothing out by yourself alone. You haven't. I didn't figure everything out by myself. Everything under the sun has been done before.
Yeah. That's facts. Like I said, I've been it's been a pleasure to be in this industry because I was able to really find my niche, but also work with a lot of people that was willing to share a lot of information. Like I said, and I told you before, I came from the fashion industry, and a lot of things that I was doing in that area was like on my own. It wasn't a lot of like sharing or like working with a lot of people or connecting with a lot of people. So me being able to, venture on this side and sit down with you and have you share your knowledge and other people as well is been, awesome. I really can't complain, and I'm looking forward to how far you can go and how far I can go with this industry, and see how far we can take it.
Man, I still think I think it's still amazing that I was able to meet you and us being so far away from each other.
Yeah.
You out there in Inglewood, I'm here in Maryland,
Yeah.
and it's amazing to me that you can recognize what I'm doing all the way here in Maryland.
Yeah.
That you'll have and
You're killing it.
I really appreciate the stuff. I really appreciate you even saying that, man, because like people are not gonna. I know you laughed at me before when I was talking about what was I talking about? I was talking about how you in it alone. You're not you're in this alone. You're really in this alone. Like people really don't have your best interest at hand. You gonna have to make a decision on
trust.
what you want to do.
I agree. Yeah.
Because you potential, like this is what I said to you. I said, man, you a person. When you walk into a shop, everybody have a smile and hey, nice meeting you, G. Good. But in the back of their mind, you competition, yo.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
So, I don't look at, what I'm saying? I don't look at nobody out here in the barber game as competition. My competition is myself.
Yep.
It's me versus
that's how
me.
I feel about everything.
That's what pushed me to do all of the stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to. If you're one of the few people that I do talk about numbers and all that type of stuff, I don't even do that because when you do that, they're gonna get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them guessing, man. Don't tell nobody stuff like that. I mean, I'm talking about. I don't mind sharing information with you, G. Like, and you could call. And I told you this. We had some dope conversations just over the phone. I wish that we were live because I want to share with other people. I want everybody to do great because you know what I'm saying. In order, you got to share greatness to be great.
Facts.
If you don't do that, then it's a problem. I seen something that it was something that Jim Jones said. He was like,
I love Jim Jones. That's my
consistency
yeah.
outweighs talent.
Yeah.
The dude that, or whoever that was talking about talent or business,
Mm-hmm.
consistency. Not just barbers, man, just human beings don't want to be consistent. They don't want to consistently do anything.
Correct.
Me, I don't have no problem with doing it. This dude
100%.
get up every day and, I wash my own towels. I roll them up a certain way, and I know motherfuckers be like looking at this guy like, man, he do the same thing around the same time I'm rolling the towels up. But I'm like
Yeah.
the count, because I'm counting every towel that I'm using that I'm gonna use out of it. I can pack 40 of them in there.
It's funny because
I'm counting
I'm
because
having to
that's
sit.
extra.
I'm having
Go
to
ahead,
sit
man. I'm
down.
sorry.
Oh, no problem. I'm having to sit down. I'm reading this book called The Compound, and I gotta find the author exactly. But he speaks on what we just, besides outside the barber world of how to like conduct yourself, how to stay consistent, how to allow choices that you made in the past, but how to look at it now and not repeat the same choices you did before, but to allow those choices that you made to make you a better person today, and not always keep looking back of how far you came, but look how far that you can keep going, moving forward. And that's what I get every time that I speak with you and the conversations that we have. It's not you looking backwards. It's always of how you looking forward, and you always trying to find new ways to keep moving forward and staying consistent, but in a way that you're like you said, you're not competing with anybody else. You're competing with yourself. So how can I make myself feel like I'm not getting stagnant, but I'm keep moving forward each day, every month, every week, and every year I'm accomplishing my goals. So that's why I always consistently hit you up. That's why I consistently ask you, hey, what you doing? Let's jump on these lives, because I feel like you're gonna share something that the new person that's jumping on, or eventually that's gonna look at our videos, is gonna say, "Hey, I learned something from today. I learned something from their conversation. I learned something from Leon, that he spoke on something that I'm dealing with right now. That's gonna help me push forward."
Just like I said, and that's cool. Just like I said, man. I had at first I I didn't understand a lot of things. Sometimes certain things that you trying to understand or come in grips with, I didn't understand why um so many people have reached out to ask certain things, or and I didn't understand. I'm like, why are you asking me? Like, I don't have no chain of shops or nothing like that. I don't have this and that, but
You
you
got
really
knowledge.
have more than what you think.
Yeah.
You have knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like can't nobody take that from you. If you have knowledge, a trade, a skill, once you have it, you have it, and can't nobody take it from you. Only thing you can do is add on to that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a problem. If you need to know something, G, and I can help you, ring my phone anytime. I don't care what time it is. I know we on hold 2 different time zones, but you can. That's him.
That's your boy.
That's that's one of the guys.
Oh, okay.
Um, guy, I I I I don't even talk to him a lot.
Yeah.
I don't even talk to that guy a lot. But I'm gonna tell you this, man.
Yeah.
What's up, guy? Thank you, man, because you changed my life. The reason why he changed my life is that's the guy that put that fire underneath me. Once he put that fire underneath me, I can't stop. Like, you know how Diddy say, "Get in your bag, stay in your bag."
Yeah.
That's what I'm on. I really don't care what anybody thinks or say, because I know when you sleeping, I'm like this.
Yeah.
When you taking them long lunches, I'm
Yeah.
like this. When you doing whatever, I'm like this.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that man right there, man. If it wasn't for that man right there, it would have. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now,
Yeah.
It would take me a little bit longer. And sometimes you're gonna need a boost from somebody that you may have shared information with. You might need a boost from somebody who's younger than you.
Mhm.
You might need, like, that brother there, go on his page and see his work.
Definitely, I will. I will
Yo,
definitely.
it's amazing. Like, I really think, and you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of amazing people out here, man. Like, I'm not gonna be like, man, he all right, whatever. I'm the best.
Right.
Man, I'm always trying to learn. What's up, Curtis? That's a good dude, diligent brother, man. I work with him. He an older gentleman. And I love him to death. He cool peoples, man. That's why I do what I do, man.
Exactly.
Thanks, man. That's why I do what I do, because, like, if you never you gotta, in order to give, in order to receive, you gotta give, whatever that case may be. You know what I'm saying? And the information that I give, that I share with people, you know what I'm saying, it's folks that share with me all the time. You have different walks of life, like a lot of things that can change your life, or any barber out here. A lot of people that could change your life may be in your chair
Yeah.
when you talk, because, like, business
That's
is
facts.
business.
Yeah.
If you selling damn puppies, or fades, you still it's still business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, um, I talked to this brother. He's an IT guy. He goes to the DR. He goes to Dubai. He's going all over the place. And you know what I'm saying? And a person that's, you know what I'm saying, hopefully you're not in this situation that I'm getting ready to say, but a person like me who, whom, I've served time. I,
Mhm.
I I can't get no passport. I can't go to Dubai, none of this type of stuff, man. But those folks like that inspire me to do better and get more. If you're not inspiring me to get better and do more, you're not going to hear from me.
Facts.
If
Facts.
God,
Yeah.
if he wasn't, he inspired me, and I ain't even hear his voice in about a year.
Yeah.
But it's a whole bunch of other people. It's not just him,
Yeah.
but it's other
Yeah.
people that I don't talk to on a regular basis. You inspire me to do different things. I notice what you're doing, and you're in Inglewood. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So haters, global haters are out here doing what they do best. I
Mhm.
don't care. I'm
Right.
still gonna do what I'm doing, because don't think that some of your haters ain't on here right now. Mine too. All I can do is do this. I ain't even gonna say nothing. That's all you can do, is keep getting your money, keep
Yeah.
doing what you do, keep doing what you love, keep creating. If I ain't creating, I don't feel right. I really don't.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, I can't. I love these, and this is something that we gonna keep always doing. Eventually, what I want to do is get every guest that I sat down with, and all of us just be on here at once, and just share our knowledge and go at it. So that's the next thing I'm working on. I want to see if I can get everybody lined up on a certain day, and whatever time frame works for everybody, so we all can just get on the jumbotron and do this. But I always appreciate you. You the best. Let's keep on doing it. Let's keep on, and having ambition for ourselves, but also sharing the ambition that we have for each other, and keep, striving to, do what we was placed here to do. And that was to life, love the people that love us back, and share information as much as possible. So wish you nothing but love, brother.
Man, I wish you the same in return, man. And like I said, thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing, man. I mean, whatever, man, whatever you're into, man, run it by me, man. And I'm definitely in, because I love what you're doing, because um I have people have somewhere to come to learn different things. It's like if you're holding shit like this,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get very far, yo. You're not gonna get very far, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing, if you're willing to listen, I'm willing to share. And that's on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop making my money if I'm at work and counsel you. I'm not saying that, but when I have a free moment, if I say I'm gonna do something, man, I'll do it. I pick the phone up, whatever the case may be, because someone did it for me. Like several people did it for me, and I ain't nobody.
Nah,
You
you
know what I'm
somebody,
saying?
man. You somebody.
I ain't no, you know, to you, I might not be nobody, but I know who I am. Like
Yeah.
my confidence level is so high. I don't even, I don't even see people. I don't even see people. My confidence level is so
I
high.
like that.
That's
The
why, you
student
know what I'm
is
saying?
ready
Like,
for the teacher appears. Yep.
yeah. So it's like, like when I do something now, when I'm working on, uh, we already filmed it, but it's like I want to tweak different things and all that stuff before I put it out. And I may put it out tomorrow, I may not. But the the people gonna have a lot of things to see that I'm doing, and I ain't gonna stop until I get too old where I can't cut a clipper on or something. Cause I love doing what I'm doing. I do want to get in the mix of something else where I can make money while I'm sleeping. But I know God keep talking to me about different things because he's in a different he got different lines out making
Yeah.
money different way, and that really is the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna be a millionaire just off of cutting hair. And I'm quite sure a lot of the people that been on here, like Rich the Barber, he ain't
Yeah.
just getting money off of cutting
Nah.
hair because I
Nah,
done
nah.
seen all
Yeah.
type of products he had. I was like, damn, that shit dope. That shop is dope. That he that shop that he in is dope too.
Yeah. It's fine. I've been up there. It's nice.
Is it
But
far from you?
this battery about to fall dead. But hey,
Oh man.
we gonna let everybody. I see a lot of people trickling in now, but we gonna make an announcement again when I have my brother Leon jump on that you guys can jump on and be on through the whole conversation. But I'm gonna post this and then y'all can check out all the great information Leon shared today. But yeah, this is what we do. We get on this IG live and we talk that barber shit. So, watch the video, share the video, stream the video, do whatever. Let all your people know that Talk to Barber shit had the best, the one and only Leon the Barber on here, and we're gonna do it again shortly. All right.
Gee, thanks, man. I'll talk to you. Holla at me.
All
Need
right,
help?
bro. All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, go.